border dogs. Sacked out. They're so sweet.
So migrants were telling me that this dog is one of the migrants, and it was a Venezuelan migrant. So this dog traveled with the migrants, you know, over 7 different countries through the Darien Gap, through Mexico. They just crossed and left the dog here. I feel horrible for this little guy. Look, he's so scared. Oh. Cute little fella, man. This is heartbreaking.
There's a happy border story that we want to cover, of course. We seem to cover all the negative ones, unfortunately. I want to talk about this. So a couple of weeks ago, Jorge Ventura posted this video of finding this puppy that you have right now in your hands at the border. You went and you rescued this puppy. You now have yourself a beautiful little pup. Her name is Bella. I want to talk about Bella because it's such a happy story, and we really don't hear that many of these happy stories these days with the border. So Bella, you rescued here, as you see here in this picture. It's amazing. And you've given her a great life. She now lives in South Florida. So can we get an update on Bella?
Yes. So myself, Taylor Hansen, our friend Juan, we were thankfully able to track her down because we didn't really know about her situation fully until the day after when Jorge found her. And so we went into Mexico, we were able to get her. And so now I can say that she is fully kind of come into her own. She is herself. She's been active during this interview, as you've seen.
Yeah.
But when we first got her, she was just under 3 pounds. I would say she's now about 4 pounds or just under 4 pounds. So she is growing. We got her dewormed. We got her, got rid of her fleas, her ticks and everything, giving her multiple baths. And so for all intents and purposes, she is healthy as a dog can be. Especially, I was concerned the first few days when I had her. I'm like, okay, well, she seems okay, but you know, what is the vet going to say? Are they going to find anything? They haven't found anything as of yet. She does have another vet appointment later this week, and so yeah, no, she's very smart.
Yeah.
She's a very smart dog. I'd say about 95% potty trained. If she does go in the house, she usually goes on the pads that I have set down, but often we do take her out a lot just to make sure that she doesn't have to do that. But no, she's very happy. She has her own little happy dance when it's time to feed her, and so yeah, as you can tell, she's very lively.
Yeah, she's beautiful. She's beautiful. And I love how in this picture, you sent this to me, she's got one ear that's gone up. And so
Yeah.
both of them might go up fully. I got a friend who has a dog, and both of them just popped up one day on her. And so now they've got these 2 big ears. It's so cute. She's so precious. And I love this story.
It's been great, and we're happy that we were able to have a happy story, just because it just seems that wherever my travels take me, it's usually not anything good and not for good reasons. So it's nice just for my own sake that there was something good to come out of a depressing trip.
Yeah, no, we love it. We love it. This is a good, happy ending. We need more of these. I'm all for rescuing dogs and anti-legal migration. So that's my thing. So this is a great story to promote for our audience. I want to again remind our audience that you are the writer behind Mostly Peaceful.live.
No. Let's not listen to the FBI director. Let's listen to, what's your title? Senior writer at Town Hall, who is going to tell us that the FBI director is wrong. And I'd like to introduce, there's no question. I'd like to introduce, by unanimous consent, an AP article saying the FBI director says Antifa is an ideology, not an organization.
Well, I think it's funny to be lectured by an heir to the Levi Strauss Corporation, and honestly, that's probably why he doesn't consider property damage to be that big of a deal, because not only does he have that, but he also has what some would describe an impossibly good stock portfolio.
As you can see behind me, there's just illegals crossing nonstop. The very sad part about this is many of them bring their pets, or their pets follow them and swim over with them. And then these immigrants get on buses and leave these dogs to fend for themselves. Big dog ranches come down to get them.
That is the CEO of Big Dog Ranch Rescue, Lori Simmons, describing the harsh and inhumane conditions facing the dogs on the U.S. southern border coming over amidst the America's immigration crisis.
For the past several months, Lori and her organization have been rescuing dogs abandoned in Eagle Pass, Texas. The dogs are then fed and cared for medically and then later placed up for adoption. Lori's with us now. Thanks so much for coming on. You know, we've got a lot of animal lovers who are tuning in right now and thinking, thank goodness you're there to offer an assistance for these pets that are probably going through a very uncertain and scary time. Tell me about what you experience when you come into contact with these dogs at the border.
It's just so sad to see them suffering, starving, just waiting on these people to come back and get them, who've abandoned them down at the border. And, you know, we're very thankful that the National Guard has been trying to keep them alive and feed them. A friend of mine that was down there doing a border cleanup had the National Guard reach out to him and say, do you know anybody that could come help these animals left behind? And Big Dog Ranch Rescue is the largest no-kill rescue in the country, and we're used to doing a lot of disaster response. So we got down there and we did not realize just how big we were planning on. Maybe there was 20, 30 dogs down there. There are hundreds, and they're just left to fend for themselves, getting pregnant, getting sick, full of fleas and ticks. It's just so sad that, you know, this administration has caused this problem, and at a time when shelters throughout the country are experiencing a 60% in owner surrenders and people giving up their dogs because of inflation and the bad policies that are going on in the White House with causing this inflation. And it's just sad that dogs are suffering. Instead of 2 million that are normally euthanized for space or in shelters throughout the country a year that don't get out, we're estimating this year the number is going to be closer to 10 million.
Come here. Yeah. Come here. He's thinking about it. Come here.